If you have not yet watched Avengers Endgame, please click away because there'll be massive spoilers for that film in this video. With that out of the way, let's begin. Captain America. No hero can be compared to Captain America and how big he is and how amazing he is. Probably one of my favorite heroes in the MCU, I'm not going to lie. Captain America was always this one guy that I thought was kind of whack. He had the terrible costume, in my opinion, growing up in the shows and everything. I was like, ew, Captain America is so just cheesy and corny. But then these movies really made him out to be someone that was just, wow, like he is that dude. He is that guy. Like I want him on my team. I want him fighting for me. Captain America is just so well done. And we finally just see his complete story throughout these films. From 2011, Captain America, the First Avenger, to 2019's Avengers Endgame, his story is complete. And now we can finally discuss Captain America as a character without any future implications getting in the way that would ruin whatever we talk about. So, Simon, start us off. What do you think about Captain America?
So I feel like Captain America is a character that gets a little too much hate from fans. There are three story arcs you can have. Three character arcs you can have in a story. There's a positive arc, a flat character arc, and a negative character arc. Captain America is a great example of a flat character arc. He's a character that, yes, he has his moments where he has his burden of being a time traveler who has to deal with all these new changes. He has to deal with thinking he lost his friend Bucky, but then finding out he actually is alive, yet he is somewhat brainwashed. He has these moments, but overall he remains flat. He remains true to himself. He knows what the truth is, he knows what's good, and he sticks to it. Just because he has a bad time doesn't skew his opinion at all. So he's always seen as the character that is right, and he is a leader and a true, like, American hero, whatever you want to call it. That's not a bad thing to have in your movies, which is why I think he's a very underrated character. When you have a flat character like Captain America, you have someone to compare him to when you look at Iron Man, or when you look at some character that was evil and became good, like Scarlet Witch. When you have a flat character, you tend to see those changes more dramatically. Iron Man's a character who started off as scummy and then became someone that was so great who realized his own faults, because you have someone compared to like Captain America who gone through a lot of change through time travel and what he has experienced, yet remain positive and a great leader / hero. I think that's why he's a very underrated character. And I don't like when people say he's so boring because he's just a great leader. He can't do wrong. It's a flat character, which is great. And honestly, what a superhero character tends to be sometimes. So I think he's a great character. And I think it's a flat character that's kind of be hard to reproduce, because I think now the MCU is expected by fans to produce complicated characters to make it more engaging in the next saga.
Right. It's kind of comparable to, let's say, to Superman in a way. Like Superman, I can definitely see that happening where he's just like it's just a symbol for good.
Exactly.
You know? And that's kind of what Captain America was. And if anything, maybe I can see that happening with Captain Marvel. So far, I feel like recently, I feel like that's what we kind of gotten from her and her vibe. But this video isn't about her. It's about Captain America. So Captain America, something that I thought about earlier today was that I think the reason why I love Captain America is that he doesn't need that super soldier serum in him. Like if we just took him from the beginning of First Avenger, so skinny, 5'4", scrawny, no muscles. If we took him and put him in the exact same situation that Captain America was in, facing Thanos at the end of Avengers Endgame, he still would do it. He would still
so you're
be
saying
there.
like he's always been that brave character that doesn't care about the odds, will still go for it?
Yeah, and honestly, the only reason why he has the super soldier serum is because that was the only way he would be able to have fought in the war. That was the only way to take that experimental serum. But like honestly, like he would be this amazing dude regardless, no matter what.
Yeah, that's
And
more
like
of a testament to just how flat he is. Like, that dude has always been a character who is brave and believes in good. And just because he didn't have serum before did not change that. He's always been that way.
Right. But I think what makes this flat character so at least so interesting is because we do see him struggle still. We saw him lose everything in life. He almost lost his best friend, but thankfully he came back. So there's that. But but Peggy, Peggy was this one character throughout these entire films that we saw him lose so much. And the Winter Soldier, when he was talking to her when she was old and on deathbed, and they were having a completely fine conversation, and then she forgets him in the middle of the conversation because of her, I believe, Alzheimer's.
Yeah, that's kind of sad as
And
hell.
you see him break down, like, in a way he's almost like he's heartbroken at that.
But it's crazy
And, like,
because like he's such a great character that he doesn't let it affect how he perceives the world and how he perceives the truth and how he knows his responsibilities to be a hero. Because he goes through that does not change the fact that he knows the hero that has to do good.
I feel like he was at least definitely tempted sometimes with that dark side, with flirting with evil, I guess, or just flirting with, like, just like, let me not be good for a little bit, like, whatever, like, I think
Hail
the
Hydra.
closest was that moment. No, shut up. that moment in Civil War where we honestly thought, and don't even try to tell me that you didn't think this, that there was honestly a hot second that you thought, oh my god, he's gonna kill Iron Man.
No, yeah. Even the trailer when it came out, the trailer, remember they were beating the crap out of him? I really thought, like, yo, like, they're kind of like savagely beating this man. Is he gonna be okay at the end of this?
That's what I'm saying. Like, he definitely flirted with the other side, like, and not just that, but like, you can you know that he's not always going to do, like, he's not law abiding. He broke into a prison to break people out. Like,
No, yeah, that's true.
Like, yeah,
but like it's interesting because like it's not because he thinks it's evil. He still thinks he's good in what he's doing. It's kind of just like the action to get there is what is unorthodox in nature.
It's not that he's above the law. I don't think he ever will believe that, but he will definitely break the law if it's accordance to what he believes is right. We mentioned this in our Iron Man video that Captain America is this one guy that he has a strong sense of justice and will do whatever he himself believes is right. And it just plays out continuously throughout these movies. He will do whatever he believes is right. Even if it may not necessarily be what's right for everything, he will do what he believes is right. Having this character just be so true to himself and so true to his ways, it's just lovely to have that in this series. And it's someone that was so needed.
No, yeah. Because you can easily have him be the character that did all this because he believes society owes him. Because the man was trapped for so long and that he sacrificed himself to take the serum. He could have easily been a character that thinks, I should get away with what I'm doing because you owe me this. But he never thinks like that. He understands that what he does has punishment behind it. But, like, for example, we've seen him get arrested before in Civil War, remember?
Yes.
And when he was being detained, he could easily fought it, but he doesn't. Because he doesn't think society owes him. He doesn't think he's better than anyone else. He knows it's just the right thing to do, so he allows it. That's such a refreshing thing you don't see in most characters because a lot of writers are scared of writing a character like that. They want someone dangerous or someone that at times they kind of dance around what is good. But Captain America always knew what was good. And even though his actions might have come across as not good in the moment, he knew that what he was doing was for the greater good. Which is why I think he's just a great character. It's going to be hard to see a character like that again. Like, I don't see any characters we have left now that could be in the next couple Marvel movies that have that same sense of just, I fight for what is right. I fight for good and justice.
What I do like about Marvel is that I don't think they're actually trying to create a new Captain America, Even though, like, no one will ever be like Captain America, and I think they understand that. They don't want to recreate this character because no one will ever be comparable to him and to his uniqueness and to his greatness, to everything he's done. At this point, Captain America is just a national icon.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's going to be kind of confused about, I guess, is that at the end of Avengers Endgame, I mean, after he fought Thanos, he was a normal, he was a regular aged person. And now, out of nowhere, their entire world is going to have to question, where the hell did Captain America go?
Yeah, because I remember me and Jose were talking about the whole time travel thing, and I was trying to defend how, like, no, Endgame did a good job explaining it. Endgame said that, like, if you just go back and just redid what you did, We're good as new. But then Josue pointed out to me, and I didn't think about this, was after Steve Rogers went back to put the stones away, the man straight up lived his life with Peggy. How does that not change everything?
No idea. And at the same time, we saw Ant-Man come back as like he became a kid, he became an old man, he became a teenager again. So we have Captain America come back as an old man. Is it possible to have Captain America come back as as like go back in time and come back as a regular adult again? I think it's possible.
Do you think they're gonna do that?
No, that's what I'm trying to get to. Like
I
think Captain America, his life is complete.
Dude, there's no way. It'd be such bad story writing if after all this, after he finally gets to spend time with the one he loved and do all this, Captain America then has to come back and fight again. That'd be such bad writing. His story is complete. He finally got to live his life and get a family and actually have what normal society expects you to have, to be really happy with someone you care about, as Tony like pointed towards. And he finally had that, and he's able to just, defeat Hydra and all this other stuff that he wanted to do. So why would it make any sense to bring him back? It'd just be dumb at that point.
Right. It's just I'm so happy for him that he finally got to live the life he wanted, the life I think he was actually really meant to have in the beginning. Like definitely. If his ship never crashed into the snow or into the ice, this is the life he would have been living with Peggy, just living with her.
Because he thought that the end of World War II was the end of it. There was nothing else afterwards. He didn't see all this coming. So,
do you think Captain America, as an old man in this other timeline, lived through the events of the first Avengers again?
No, because
if that makes any sense.
That thing doesn't make sense to me, because, like, for him to have to go through the Avengers thing again after living his life, he'd be old as hell. He wouldn't be able to.
But I'm saying, just imagine him just like watching all this on the news and just like watching it on his couch, like,
couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
Like, he just watching all this, like, damn, I remember that. Yep, I remember Loki. Mm-hmm.
No, he just calls them, yo, nuke inbound in like a good 10 minutes, just a heads up.
Yeah, just call the younger Captain America. Yeah, bro, it's me. It's you, but it's me. And like, and bro, just watch out.
When Tony says he's going for the nuke, let him, dog. Do not even try with that. He's got it.
Bro, and also, by the way, Bucky's still alive.
He just hangs up.
Yeah, he's still out there. Just ask Natasha. Ask Black Widow about the Winter Soldier.
That was such a great way for him to get him off of him in the movie when he was choking him out. That's such a great way.
I was actually thinking about that. I was thinking about that fight, and I was like, "Yo, like, this is Captain America fighting his younger self from 9 years ago, and the fact that his younger self won the fight kind of shows that Iron Man aged a bit."
Oh no, yeah. I forgot to mention that to you after I watched the movie. The dude can't handle it. Like, the younger Captain America was way stronger.
Yeah, sorry, I said 9 years. It was actually 11 years. It's 2012 to 2013 that these two were fighting, and he was fighting a younger version of himself, and he was getting his ass kicked, dude.
He couldn't fight anymore, dog. He's not the same Captain America.
Not the same Captain America. He's really not the same Captain America. He aged, and that's just a really great way to show that too.
Yeah, it wouldn't really make sense if 11 years after a prime Captain America that he would beat prime Captain America. That doesn't make any sense at all. So it was really cool they did that.
Right. And now we have a really beautiful ending to his saga, to his story, and I don't know. It was really fitting, and it was complete.
It was complete. I liked it from start to end. It was complete. Just a good hero, and I mean, that's the end of it. I really like that they ended him, because I don't think it would be really good to keep him going in the next saga. I think this should be it for him, considering how Iron Man is dead too. like kind of like his character foil. It's best to also leave him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the end of an arc, and I like the way they ended. I think he was a good character. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Not much else to say about this. Just it was a beautiful ending, and now let's just get ready to, be excited about the rest of the MCU and what we have in store. And now that our two main MCU like pillars are gone, just interesting to see what Marvel and Kevin Feige will do with the rest of our heroes and who will be, who will kind of take up the mantle of being as important as these two, as
Definitely.
Iron Man and Captain America.
If
And
you want to hear our thoughts on that, we actually released an episode on our thoughts on the future of the MCU. So after listening to this, you should probably click on that and see what we think, and maybe if you want, share your ideas on it. But until then,
yep.
thank you for listening on our thoughts on Captain America. The first saga is now complete. We couldn't be any more happy with how it ended. Please comment on what your thoughts on Captain America are, or just overall the entire saga as it is. Do you think it was a fitting ending or not? But until next time, take care, guys.
See ya.
You've been asleep, Cap, for almost 70 years. You gonna be okay?